All the hate stalking BLM ass wipes from the third floor are suddenly leaving their units. Like 3 of them just left in the last 3 minutes while I was standing at my door trying to lock it up. Happens every single time. It happened yesterday, happened the day before yesterday. Every time I leave my unit to leave the building, all the hate stalking BLM rejects on the third floor suddenly have to leave their units at the same time, even when it's in the middle of the afternoon on a weekday like today. And most normal people would probably be at work or doing something, not hate stalking people who they will never have anything to do with. But that's what these asswipes do with their sad asswipe rejected lives. Especially the piece of filth directly below me in 76. That psycho turd can't stop coming up to my door and getting violent and following me up and down the stairs when I happen to leave the building or try to return to the building. I have videos of that. And the creep directly next to him as well. We are not alone. These are almost all DMH. Okay, so there's somebody right on the other side of that door. It's like half the building just had to leave their units. So just because you don't hear something on the audio to this camera doesn't mean it's not happening in real life. This is a very bad, cheap phone. Wow, how many people just left their units on these last 2 floors? Like 6 at least, as I'm going down the rear stairwell trying to avoid having anything to do with these filthy turds. They're a bunch of Department of Mental Health inmates that are placed in the single room occupancy units that comprise this entire building. So right now there's at least 3 people going down the front stairwell. Oh, the light just went on. All males, all DMH inmates who claim to be BLM activists. They're all BLM activists, apparently. They all work for BLM, according to what they say. They gather in large numbers on the street corners and doorways of this building and then hate stalk women who don't look like them. That's BLM. They're a bunch of low-life scum who do not elevate Black people by hate stalking anybody, right? You don't elevate your own kind by engaging in activities and behaviors that make you look like a filthy animal. But that's what these asswipes do on a regular basis. And they're just doxing their own low-life scum status and the fact that they have no lives. And issues with women who don't want to sleep with them. Because apparently, by refusing to have anything to do with them, I'm a racist. It has nothing to do with skin color. I mean, they're not Barack Obama. They're not Denzel Washington. They're not Michael Jordan. They're not Eddie Murphy. They're low-life scum who hate stalk women who they think owe them special favors. I am going to work. These asswipes don't work. They just perv and creep and hate stalk. So I'm going to leave by the rear entrance to avoid having anything to do with them. And hopefully they won't be gathering in large numbers outside of this building. Or in any numbers. They're so disturbed that anyone who has more going on than they do, that car's running and there's someone in it. Now that car's running and there's someone in it. They smoking crack in there or something? Low lives. Ooh, I just got a whiff of I don't know what that was, but there was something being smoked in that vehicle. That's all they do. I don't even know how they get the money for a car. Maybe mental disability or something, like Social Security disability. Maybe that's enough to buy a car that you can sit in and smoke crack in all day long. I don't know. I'm just scratching my head over that. Or maybe they sell crack and that's how they have the money to sit in their cars and smoke crack all day long. Maybe that's what the solution is to not working, but then needing to sit in a car all day. It's nice to be back among the world of normal people. That place is a total mental hospital. I just happen to rent there and pay my rent out of pocket, entirely out of pocket, with no rental assistance whatsoever, and have been doing so since I moved in 13 years ago. That's a verifiable fact. Aside for 2 years during the pandemic when I received rental assistance due to the fact that, as most people did, I lost my job during the pandemic, could no longer work because of my visual disability, and did get RAFed for 2 years. Aside from that, I am now back to paying my rent entirely out of pocket from my earnings, which means I have to be functional, go to work, take showers every day, etc. And these perving, creeping psycho scum who claim to be BLM activists have nothing going on.